Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. We've fully loaded ourselves up for the journey to Avernum and Sadirar beyond. We've got 21 days of supplies. We should have plenty, so let's head out onto the road. We only have 4 movement, so we can't go super far, but we might as well head on over. That was a wild mission last time. I don't know if we'll ever see that artist guy again, or if he was just kind of like a weirdo side character that kidnapped a woman for a bit. But we have her lover Aid with us now, and I guess it's imperative we make sure she doesn't die, because I imagine that man will try to kill me otherwise. The Darius Comitatus, no need to get in a tussle with them. Now, I did pick up a bunch of stuff, a bunch of missions from the various houses, so there's some stuff to drop off here in Sunrock. Quite a few things to drop off in Sunrock. Anything for me to take? Oh, sure enough, Avernum. We're looking for Avernum or Ash. That looks like it's it. So we might want to ditch our beasts of burden. Oh no, we don't actually. We need to get more supplies. I realized some of those supplies that I brought here were not mine. They were for Sunrock. Well, it looks like we can still ditch at least one beast of burden. We could ditch another one, but it's gonna eat into our mounted... It's already eating into our mounted, people. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll keep the beasts we have right now. And keep moving. Still got five movement to utilize. It is nice going back to the mammals, just because they're more efficient than the lizards. I know the lizards are faster and better fighters. I gained inspiration. Very cool. But, I don't know. I love efficiency. It's like my German heritage creeping in. I love efficiency. Germans love efficiency, right? Everybody knows this. All right, into Ash. I suppose I should have been fighting. I didn't mean to give up. Oh, thank God I didn't actually do it. I should be fighting in some of these arenas along the way. I know there's one in Sunrock that I could have been fighting in a couple times. But I really wanted to get to that artist guy's story. So, not a big deal. Devin doesn't look like anything for Avernum. All right. 6 days, that's plenty. We can get to Amphalat before then. But before we head out, why don't we pop into the Ash pit? We'll send Gorgoro in there. He's the guy I keep sending into the pit. He's gonna fight another orc. I'm sure this will go fine. Poke him for 5 damage is great. Haha, you missed slice and dice, you nerd. Oh, you missed again, sucker. Oh, you blocked it that time. The thing is, we'll have to kill him like twice. Ooh, crit. They keep slicing and dicing until they miss, but I don't know how, like, what is the max they could get away with. Oh, you didn't succeed on your con save, you nerd. Well done, Gorgoro. Leave the fighting pits. Cool. I don't know if we can ever become the champion of the Death Pit of Ash, but we're gonna, by golly, we're gonna try. Or at least Gorgoro is. We'll just have to heal up for a little bit here. Go out into the wasteland. Hey, success! Those are rare for me. All right, keep on moving. It's 2 days out from Amphalat. Unless we get our movement buff at the opportune time. We sure did. Lucky us. Go in. Buy all the mushrooms. We'll go ahead and leave. And we can camp and try to gather some more mushrooms on our own. I was 100% chance to fail. I risked my dudes for no reason. I apologize, team. Alright, we'll get to Avernum tomorrow then. Hello. I dislike this. Why are we so weak? Is it because our dudes are not mounted? Oh. Oh wait, I read 179 as my my main thing. We're gonna buy them off. What does it take to get rid of you? There. Sure. Be gone. I could have given them all the moon dust that I stole from that guy's house. Alright. Things to trade. Turn these in. Lots of money again. Very exciting. Now, I don't think there's really anything to bring to the Sadirar tribes. Yeah, like officially that is. What we could do is I think the Sadirar like metal. So like if we were to go, so say, let's look at the trade thing, Avernum, and let's punch in Sadirar. I've been there once, right? Oh, not at all. For some reason I thought they liked metal. I've clearly imagined that. Like you would lose crazy amounts of money. I guess I love silver. But silver's rare just kind of across the board. Was it any of the other places? Like if we went to Vitrar, for example. Okay, you could make a little money off of Vitrar. At least on bronze, although that is over a year old, the price. Okay, maybe we just buy silver. How much silver is here? 3. Okay. Let's do it. It's a wild idea, but we're gonna take 3 silver with us to Sadirar. We're gonna buy all the supplies that they have. And then we're gonna ditch... How many beasts of burden do I have? I can ditch 1 more. What are we at? 11 days of supplies. And then how many fighters do you guys have available? Let's get 5 more fighters. Running into the orc bandits and having like a lower chance to succeed was not was a little eye-opening. Let's go ahead and get rid of a little bit of our slave labor force. We don't need as much as we had. Exchange. We'll rest while we're here. Just sleep on the floor. All right, and now we're after the Utvarar. I was gonna say treasure. That's not the right. That's not the right term. We're gonna go up into here and try to pass the Utvarar test. The test of fire. Skirt around the lava. Because we had to pass all the tests to be able to get into the Sadirar place anyway. And we're going there not only just for the artist, but we're also going there for Prince Faisal as well. Like he had, I don't remember exactly what he wanted me to do there. But there was something. I forget. It is a good day. Oh, cool. We even got more movement. Oh, let's hold on to that for a second. Up we go. All right, we've reached it. Begin the Trial of Flame. Leave, this is the key, leave the Sadirar bone necklace. That's the one you want to leave behind. Succeed? We failed. Crap. We might have to scum save because I only have 1 necklace. Go ahead and reach into the flame. You did not pass the trial. All right, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna be right back. And we're back. Don't say I never did anything for you, including scum saving the game. we had to like redo the trial like 3 or 4 times to be able to pass the con save because my Vagrus is he's got such bad cardio. Anyway, there's a long tense moment that deflates when the old man breaks eye contact and nods. The trial of flame was completed and you passed, stranger. Fire has found its way into your soul. We Utvarar are bound by the great spirits to it, and now you share that bond. Go now, my apprentice will take you back to my brethren. The young man, covered in soot, steps out from behind the terrain. Bowing his head, he begins to lead you in a different path. Back at the plateau of the shamans, you are welcomed by as a friend of the Utvarar. Your effigy is imbued with a fiery enchantment, and now you can return to the tribe's village and receive their blessing. Great. Let us go back to Utvarar then. We will camp here for the day. Much revelry was had. I can't believe I got lucky enough to get a Sadirar bone necklace from Buka, like, just randomly when I went back to the crossroads one day, and I was like, oh, that's the thing I need. Legendary. Ooh, even a good old scavenging success. How nice. Can't use that today, so we might as well hold on to it. And then we will go into Utvarar. Good thing, because we're pretty low on supplies, actually. We'll buy what they got. Puts us back to 6 days. Okay. Let's go meet with the people. Not beast lures. We need to talk to the shamans. Inform them about the success of the trial of flame. Once you present the effigy of burned feather and glowing obsidian, the shamans stand and sing a lengthy song of initiation. The flame from the large bonfire is passed around you, and although you sweat profusely, nothing harmful happens. You are now blessed by the fire spirit Utvorek, the oldest shaman says, explaining that the phrase means fire ally, referring to non-Sadirar born people that attain the blessing of their great spirit. But you can return to be blessed again. Go now and may the fire burn true in your soul. You accept. You have gained the blessing of flame. We will take our leave. What does that even mean? Where does it tell me this? The blessing of flame? For 14 days. Oh. Maximum resourcefulness, 20 vigilance, and max morale. That's kind of fun. Do I have 10 morale now? Probably not. I don't think so. But we will leave. Now, the question is, do we go to the Writhing Oasis? I think we gotta go to Vitrar first. We just don't have enough supplies to, like, go here and then continue on to Sadirar, assuming we pass the trial, with flying colors. Because we might not. So instead we'll go to Vitrar. Hopefully the sandworms don't eat me. Because this is definitely getting into sandworm territory. And I hate fighting them. Right? Go wander the desert. You did not bring me any food. Alright, we made it to Vitrar. Without worms accosting us so far. Max out. Buy all the food you can. Play down by the water. Got movement, or we used some movement, but we got morale, vigor, and resourcefulness back. So let's see here. We must go... Wasn't it the Writhing Oasis? Let's check with the elders real quick. I think we already did this. Right? I'm pretty sure we did. Let's double check here. Blessings of the Sadirar. It's not gonna tell me. Savage business, mysteries of the dead forest, suboptimal efficiency. Oh, right, that's the oil field. This is the coffee one. Prince, Realm Gate, Tale of Memory? Nope, that's at Phlegatus Bridge. Trial of the Waters. Yes, travel to the Writhing Oasis to find the shaman called Denakar. Okay, now we know who we're looking for at least. So go this way, and back this way. We have 10 days of supplies. I'm much more comfortable with that. Hopefully we're beyond where the worms like to hang out. Still seems kind of sandy over here. I don't know if that's the delineation or not. It's cold out. We succeeded. We did lose a vigor, but that's okay. We can recover that pretty easily. Long distances to travel up in here, though. All right, into the Writhing Oasis. Do not dare approach further. Use the magical scrying on the oasis. That's kind of interesting. Arcane scrying paints a horrifying image of the oasis. It is as if the writhing, stinking, mewling mess of plants in the basin was interwoven with veins of magical energy, albeit of a corrupted, afflicted sort. There is a faint resonance, not unlike a thought. A terrifying sense of madness overwhelms this strange construct and makes any observer turn away after a few painful moments. Hey, we got some insight though. That's kind of fun. Use your knowledge of herbalism that I do not have. Delve for herbs. Look around the hut. This must be Denakar's hut. That's right. We've found this hut before. Place the effigy you received in front of the hut and wait. There she is. Evening creeps up on you as the blood-red sun is setting over the eastern horizon. You are about to give up waiting when a lone figure emerges from the twilight, walking from the direction of the oasis itself. As it comes closer, you can see that it is a lean older woman with a decisive stride carrying a quarterstaff. Her dark green attire, decorated with feathers and small crystals, singles her out as a Sadirar shaman. "I am the one called Denakar," the woman says once she has walked up to you, then indicates the effigy with her staff. "And according to this, you have been looking for me in the name of my fellow shamans in Vitrar." You confirm this and tell her that you were sent to find her and report what happened to her, as well as what she has been up to. "I can tell you what I have been up to," she says nonchalantly and beckons you to join her inside the hut. Once there, she lights a pitcher and sits down, massaging the bridge of her nose for a few moments before producing some odd-looking fruits and seeds from her sling bag and putting them on the table. One grows several tentacles and tries to walk away, but Denakar stabs it with a knife, fixing it to the wood. There it remains, squirming tirelessly. Oh my god. "This is what I've been up to," she says wearily. The oasis writhes relentlessly, and everyone knows that. But now I believe the whole bloody thing is gaining momentum, as if some unseen force has disturbed it, or else it ascended after a brief period of gestation. You point out to Denakar that she is talking about the oasis as if it is a single creature. "But it is," she tells you, looking into your eyes. "I came here to verify that and observe its expansion after travelers and shamans told us tales of its happening. We came here, my apprentice Thula and I. She went missing yesterday while out collecting samples in the oasis. I have to find her, and you are going to help me." You begin to argue that you did what they asked you to do, but she shakes her head. "The only way you will complete the trial of the waters is if I enchant the effigy you received, and I won't do it unless you help me get Thula back. Come back when you are ready and we'll depart. I'd try to do it alone, but I'd rather have a few escorts, Vagrus. Don't make me wait too long." We are ready to go right now." Visit Denakar. Tell her that you are ready to accompany her into the oasis. Gather your best and tell her that you are ready. We can take 4. Okay, so we will take these guys. Confirm. The shaman packs her gear I read it as eager. Her gear expeditiously, and after a few minutes, the two of you set out accompanied by your most trusted companions. Denakar's vast experience with the oasis shows even during your approach. She takes odd angles to enter and waits a few minutes before actually setting foot in the basin to observe how the writhing mass of grown-together plants undulate while growling menacingly. This is such a cool picture. What is this goo? There's an alligator in there. Crazy. Anyway, once under the plant canopy, the group makes its way carefully over the living terrain. Eyes and feelers follow your movement, strange insects buzz around your heads, and nigh unbearable stench makes you gag everywhere you go. Denakar picks a path among the dangers gingerly, testing the ground for hidden pockets of quicksand with her staff, avoiding the more menacing mutated plants. She regularly throws pebbles ahead to check as if the air is somehow compromised, or else to detect unseen arcane anomalies. After a while, the shaman stops the group for a short breather. You find a cluster of ripe-looking, sweet-smelling orange-colored fruit hanging from the branches of a bush that looks harmless. "I wouldn't," Denakar tells you, but that does not stop you in any other way. I'm not taking the fruit if this lady says don't. I kind of want to, but I'm not that crazy. The group presses on after a short break, and Denakar tells you that you are getting closer to the place where her apprentice was going, and failed to return from. But soon after you get moving again, you are overcome by an eerie sensation. It begins as if a feeling of being watched, but grows more and more oppressive with each moment. But then, one by one, you start to experience a sudden headache and your heart pounds unnaturally in your chest. Denakar looks worried, her gaze darting around the writhing grove as if expecting something terrifying to jump you at any moment. "It's here," she whispers in dread. Crouching at the foot of a tree, she orders all of you to surround her and begins chanting quietly, stabbing her staff into the soft, squelching ground. The spell is cast and she signals you not to move. You now feel a presence, as if something unseen was looking for you, its vast mind seeking your hiding place. Yet nothing is visible, and you suspect that Denakar's spell is hiding you from this thing. After a few tense minutes that feel like hours, the presence disappears and the oppressing feeling is gone with it. Denakar rises to her feet. "We better go. It might come back." You ask her what it was, but she shakes her head, already looking for a path across the writhing terrain. "I don't know. I know that it can't see through my spell, and I'm not sure about you, but I don't want to find out more." You have no choice but to follow her. Deeper and deeper you go. A quarter of an hour later, the group is crossing a large open field covered by shallow water. Unfortunately, tentacle-like lianas and roots squirm underneath the surface, so you have to walk on tussocks. At length, you reach the far side, but just as you do, one of your komis suddenly curses. You turn to see your companion standing a few feet away, looking at what seems to be a barely visible silver cord, much like silver spider silk hanging across their chest. Shit, don't! The shaman tries to speak, but your companion moves and breaks the cord. There's a surprisingly loud tearing sound and then silence. Nothing happens for a few moments, and then you begin to hope you are safe, but then you realize a low buzzing sound is getting louder and louder, and then they are upon you. A cloud of flying tiny insects falls upon your group like a hammer, flying into your mouths and eyes, biting and stinging everyone. In moments, they are crawling under your clothes and panic overwhelms all of you. Nadir can burn them with her arcane fire. Yes! Nadir gained loyalty. Praise the gods, it works. The insect cloud is repelled, but you keep swatting stragglers until Denakar mutters a spell that dissipates the rest. Got to be more careful than that, she hisses after all the bugs are gone, and then begins striding in the direction you were originally going towards. You follow Denakar deep into the oasis. Thank God we brought Nadir with us. At length, you can make your way to a quiet clearing surrounded by trees that lean on one another, looking like gnarly old men, except they are grown together in strange ways. Here, half assimilated into one of the trees, oh no, you finally find the corpse of Denakar's apprentice, Thula. Judging from the odd positioning of her arms and legs, she must have been fused with the tree while still alive. Poor thing, Denakar says affectionately and then warns you, do not touch her. The shaman steps closer and cuts Thula's sling bag off the corpse tree and then looks inside it. Good girl, you found them, she whispers under her breath. Before you could comment, the eerie sensation from before returns suddenly, only it is much more potent this time. Denakar gasps as the headache tears into your temples and begins to cast her spell, but it is too late. The unseen presence is here and you can feel it. It takes hold of all of you, unable to move, unable to speak. You can feel its dreadful will enter your mind and oblivion engulfs you. Oh my god. As darkness clears, you find yourself standing alone under palm trees. A sky full of stars, the air is cool and busy with night noises of the oasis. On the horizon to your right is a reddish glow, perhaps indicating the closeness of the lava fields of the Molten Tongue. Could this be the writhing oasis? Surely not, or at least not as you've seen it. You then realize that you cannot move, but your body moves on its own. Is it even your body? When you see your hands and feet, you do not recognize them. There is a strong emotion weighing on your chest, a mixture of sadness, regret, doubt, but also hope. But after standing in that tranquil clearing for a few minutes, you begin to walk and soon reach a grove of palms. There you kneel and place your sling bag on the ground. Then open it, take a small silver box out of it, and unlock it using a small key hanging from a leather string around your neck. You murmur a chant in a foreign language, then open the box. Inside is a palm-sized, fleshy, sickly green lump that looks like a seed, or a pod gently squirming in the starlight. A sting of doubt and fear almost overwhelms you, but then you pluck the lump out of the box. It feels soft, warm, beats faintly, like a heart. Thin feelers emerge from the pod and wrap around your hand. Surprising, you think to yourself and begin to untangle yourself, trying to place the seed on the ground, but it does not want to let go, and then something pierces your skin. You cry out in pain and surprise, then another stab and another. Your heart is pounding now as you try to get rid of the pod that is latched onto your hand. Thin but inexplicably long tentacles growing, climbing up your arm, and the pain intensifies by the second. A root-like appendage breaks out of the pod and stabs into the ground, expanding with unbelievable speed, having now fixed you to the spot. You are trapped. This was not supposed to happen. The pain begins to rise in intensity and your body begins to shake uncontrollably. Betrayal, panic, the realization of becoming. You awaken with a startled cry. We gained a crap ton of insight. You all awaken. Denakar, your companions, you find yourselves lying on the ground of the clearing where you found Thula's corpse. The presence is gone, but your head is still swimming due to the strange vision you saw. Or was it a memory? So you've seen it too, Denakar says when she sees your expression. You look up at the corpse of Thula, but the shaman shakes her head. Wasn't her you saw, it was a man. Long ago, I think. Let's get out of this place as fast as we can, and then we'll talk. I've got the sample. There's nothing I can do for Thula, so there's no reason to tarry. And so you do. According to Denakar, retracing your steps is a bad idea here, so she finds an alternative way out of the oasis. Due to some miracle or the love of the gods, or luck, you all make it out without further complications, and collapse on the ground next to the shaman's hut in exhaustion. Once you regain some of your vigor, you join Denakar inside the hut where she offers you water and the opportunity to talk about what happened back there. We lost all of our movement. The two of you sit down and stare ahead in silence for the most part. Eventually you ask Denakar what she thinks you saw. That presence, she begins. It is conscious, like a mind, or so I felt. Perhaps it is connected to what we saw, but why we saw it, why it left, I do not know. I am sorry as if I cannot supply the answers you are looking for, Vagrus. I am also stumbling in the dark here. You asked Denakar what Thula had to find. The shaman frowned. I was looking for samples of rare seeds that could explain some of the events here. Seeds not unlike the ones we saw in that memory. I didn't ask Thula to get them because I knew how dangerous it could be, but we got separated, and I think she took it upon herself to find one, and it killed her. Still shaken by the trip, you ask Denakar why she needed you in the first place. The shaman hesitates before speaking. To be honest, I was expecting the presence to emerge. It usually does once you go so deep, and I knew I won't be able to hold it back alone. More minds are harder to overcome, you see. I was right. You ask her if she was using Thula the way she was using you. If it were only the samples she was interested in all along. You have the gall to ask me that? She frowns, but her disdain quickly evaporates. I won't deny it. I expected to find Thula dead, so you might be right in a manner of speaking. But before you jump to conclusions, know that securing the seed samples is a matter of life and death. Without them, my research is useless, and this place might not wait too long before it causes grief to my people. And don't try to deny that you are here because of your own agenda either. I wanted the samples, you wanted the blessing of the Vitrar. Everyone wins, and all of us are alive. Then she reaches her hand out to you. The effigy, she says, and once you give it to her, she imbues it with her shamanic power. Now you can return to Vitrar. Tell them what happened here, please. As for me, I will return to my research. You can now return to Vitrar for the shaman's blessing. Neat, we didn't even have to do anything. Okay, well, we'll just leave, I guess. Leave the perimeter? Can I sleep here? Can I leave here? Is it okay for me to sleep in this spot? I hope so. Let's find out. Okay, it was fine. I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to sleep here. This seems bad. Let's go this way. Back to the town. We have to turn the mission into them. I forgot that we couldn't just like book it over to Sadirar. We have to go back to Vitrar to get the seal of approval from the elders. All right, we did it. Good job. Let's buy all the supplies they have again. They're cheap here, so there's like not really a reason not to. Visit the elders? Go to the shaman's hut. Present the effigy. Once the shamans received your enchanted effigy and hear your detailed report of what happened at the accursed writhing oasis, they chant a prayer to Water Spirit for protecting Denakar. Then the elders withdraw to discuss her startling discoveries further. You are left with the younger shamans, who now perform the blessing as a token of their gratitude. They submerge you gently into one of the sacred pools and sing songs of initiation until your ears hurt. At length you rise, soaking wet but blessed by their deity. You are now blessed by the Water Spirit, Wanderer. The shaman leading the end ceremony says, claiming you are now a close friend of the tribe for having attained the blessing of their great spirit. But you can return to be blessed again. Go now, live, grow, and flow with the soul's calling. You are now accepted by the Vitrar. Cool. Alright, so now we have all 4 blessings, which means we can go... Alright, we can go to Sadirar. You guys all want to go to Crystal, which is... interesting. Exchange for news. We will leave. All right, back into the desert. Damn, I knew the worms were gonna get me. Can we lure them away? How many beast lures does it take? Not enough. And not enough pristine trophies. All right, we will fight you. We will defend equally. Not counterattack, makeshift barricade. Great. And then cull the ranks like we do. Activate. Alright, some great worms in there, some normal worms, and an armored worm. Alright, Eilani gets to go first. Let's try and stun one of the great worms. We did, thank goodness. Jump forward, stab the armored worm in the face. He bites me in return. Gorgoro, do the same. Oh, I didn't know the normal ones can spit digestive acid. For some reason, I thought that was just like the green ones. But apparently that is not true. And Eilani, or Nadir has been digested a little bit. Also Eilani. I accidentally preordained the future. Right, the large worm has bit me. Let's stun the other large worm, hopefully. He evaded it. The evasion is off the chain lately. Go for the middle worm. Well, the middle worm is the great worm. That's fine, though. We can break his armor. That'll help us a bit. I would like to hit 2 worms. Well, we only hit 1 worm anyway. It's always a battle of attrition when you're fighting the worms. The evasion is no good either. I am appreciating all the misses with the digestive acid, though. Dang, the evasion. Rude. All right. Stab this one, because he is wounded. Cut him. Now, Gorgoro, run forward. Maybe we can kill one of the great worms this turn. Ow, that was a big damage. Damn it, Scornar. You're this close to going back on the bench, my man. Good thing we felled one of the great worms. And then double up the fireball. Holy God. Did they buff evasion in a patch? Man, we can't hit anybody. God, I hate the worms. Crit for 9 is fantastic news, though. Even Krifta can't hit anything. Gorgoro doesn't have any power, so swap those 2. We need to get like some accuracy buffs going. That would be fantastic. 1 damage is not so bad. I can deal with 1 damage. It'd be great if you stopped missing. All right, that guy burrowed. Kind of annoying. Oops, that is not the ability I wanted to use, but you know, let's swap with Eilani. She is almost gonna drop. So let's put Harvick up on the front line here. Oh, now you stop evading. Suck it. I'm gonna put a ward under you so you burn a little bit. Bleed. Poke. I don't know if I can ward under a worm that's underground. It doesn't seem accurate. Wait your turn. The evasion is insane. My God. At least he went back on top of the ward, but I don't think it killed him. Man, fighting the worms is just obnoxious. Every single time. They even ate one of my slaves? They're retreating? No, you don't. Flank is the one that boosts your critical success? Sure is. Okay. Pursue. All right, we killed them all. One of our dudes got wounded in the process, but I think we saved our slaves that got captured. Perhaps? Maybe? Give them time to heal. All right, one of our horses healed, but one of our guys did die. From the acid, no doubt. Nope, they still took our slaves, even though I think we killed all of them. Yeah, enemy destroyed. Where did our slaves go? They get tunneled into the ground? Who knows? All right. Onward to the Sadirar village. I was planning on getting there, like, quickly to end the episode, but then the worms had other ideas, as always. Let's see. I think it's a little due northeast from here, or northwest from here, so we do have to go up. Let's, you know, scavenge. Hey, we got some food. People would be healing. It's a good thing. Around the writhing oasis. There, I see the village ahead. All right, we'll go this way. Extend our movement a little bit. All right, and we will arrive tomorrow. Ta-da! Oh God, I was like, do I have to fight people to get into Sadirar? Oh, we made it. Woo! All right, let's sell this this silver. Sell. Max. We made like 10 bros, I think. I don't know if that was worth carting that much silver around, but let's get rid of this chitin. Let's buy all the supplies they have so I don't forget, because I could see myself doing that. All right, we are set up for what comes next. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Vagrus the Riven Realms or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.